Oh, absolutely, absolutely. As long as you're the last to go. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to 101. I'm just going to spread out here so everybody can see me. It's really, really difficult to hear in the gymnasium, so I prefer to do most of my talking out here. So we're going to be going in the room, learning in the room, and then we'll be coming out here to take water breaks and bathroom breaks, and then going back in the room, and you'll have a chance to ask questions. Most of your questions will be out here. Most of your individual coaching will be in there. So you can just call me Coach. I've been coaching for 30 years. This is my associate, Angela. We've been working together for 2 years now.
Oh, sorry.
She's the mouthy one. Just kidding. Okay, so this is 101. Introduction, well, it's, what is it called? Pickleball Skills for Beginners. How many people here have already played pickleball previously? Once. Okay, well, but you have, so your hand goes up. You've done it once, okay? How many people here have never picked up a pickleball paddle? Oh, that's good. That's awesome.
How many people have seen pickleball before? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
Good.
Okay, so today is just about learning some very, very basic skills. This is a setup course to 102 where you're going to learn the rules. And then after the rules, if you want some additional practice before you go out and help you with your self-confidence before you go out, and you want to kind of play the game a little bit before you go out and start playing with a drop-in group, you have that option as well. So we're not going to be going into the rules today. We're going to have some lines and we're going to have some, ways that we serve and stuff, but we're not going to get deep into the rules today. The purpose of today is just so that when you get into the rules clinic, you're not thinking about how do I hit the ball? How do I hit a forehand? How do I hit a backhand? It's hard enough to learn the rules without also having to learn how to hit the ball at the same time. So we've separated those two things. Lots of people take this course 2 or 3 times before they take the rules course. Lots of people take the rules course 2 or 3 times. Right? So don't feel that I have to go 101, 102, 103. You can go 101 as many times as you want, 102 as many times as you want, 103 as many times as you want. That's an option for you. This is a teaching facility. We're here to help you teach. Once you've learned it, then we're willing to teach you to compete if you want to learn that. How many people here intend to be members here at the end of this process? Just the one? Okay. You have an option to become a member here, and if you're a member here, then you get access to our drop-in groups. But I won't spend a lot of time on that because most of you aren't interested. If you are, you can always change your mind later and ask us in another session of 101, 102, or 103. Okay, so we're going to go in the room, and we're going to go across the net from each other. You're going to see dots on the court. Right? I want you to stand behind your dot and try and hit the dot on the other side, and we're just going to go back and forth. Dots are very close together, so you don't have to bring your racket way back here to swing. You can just nice and easy keep the ball under control. So we're going to start close together, and then we're going to move about halfway through the course a little further apart, and then in the final quarter we're going to move a little bit further apart. We're going to start in close. Does everybody understand that? Now we have 13 today, which is an unusual number. Normally we're capped at 12. But something happened at the last minute, and we ended up with 13. So we're just going to deal with it. Do we have a group of 5 people that came together? By any chance? No? It's just...
We're going to take turns if that works.
Okay, we'll work it out with you guys. Okay.
They signed up last. They're the people, right? They're the people.
They were fine, but somehow we went from 10 to 11 while they were in the process of signing up. So I don't know how that happened. But anyway. So we're going to go in the room. We're going to pair up. There's 4 dots on each court. I want you to grab a partner and a pair of dots and just start bumping the ball back and forth across from each other. Oh, yeah.
You should have that that you can take jump straight out of and like you're selling the ball, right? And put it in on the small.
We also don't allow water bottles in the gym. They will also have to stay out here.
500 times with the water bottle.
Okay, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on in. All right, so find a dot and a partner, and
So like just choose one end.
yeah, if you guys are on the end, I'll work you in. Don't worry, we'll get a rotation going. So.
It's our fault. So I
Yeah.
said to him, we're willing to.
It's not, no,
Thank you. I know it took a lot of females.
you guys were in, supposed to be 11 and 12, but then somehow the 10 went to 11. I don't know how that happened. So I'm not involved in that side. So anyway, we'll work it out. Not a problem. Okay, you can just leave it on that counter there. All right, so you just need one ball per pair. So you guys will need a ball. You guys will need a ball, just dot to dot. You have a ball, awesome. You have a ball, awesome. Excuse me. Somebody's wearing some kind of perfume. It's killing me. So
We should have
I can be someone's partner,
Yep.
Just as a.
Yep. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to set up an extra set of dots here. Just give me 1 second here. We're going to change this court. Can you slide your dot over to right about there? Awesome. Perfect. There we go. There we go. We're going to have 3 sets of dots in this court. We want to, for right now, we want it to bounce on the ground. So bounce, bump, bounce, bump, bounce, bump. Yep. So if you smack it, it's going to go a long way. So give it a nice, easy, gentle push.
Okay, and is it allowed to bounce?
Oops. Yes, that's how we want it to do. We want it to bounce first. All right, ladies. Okay. So if we want the ball to bounce on the ground, you're going to need to stand a little bit behind your dots. Yep. Let it bounce. Yep. Yep. Bounce and then you hit it. Exactly. All right, everybody pause, hold your balls, please. Okay, everybody on this side of me, come and stand along these sidelines. So all of you people over here, come and stand along this sideline. All you people over here, come and stand along this sideline. Can you just slide over? Coach Ungle and I are going to do a demonstration. Yep. All right, so we're going to pick a set of dots. Just come right here, Coach Ungla. All right, this is what it looks like. We're just going to go back and forth. See how low we're keeping the ball? It's not going way up in the air. We're not taking big, long back swings. We're just trying to go dot to dot. Nice and easy, under control. That's what we're trying to do. All right, so go back to your spot and try and do that. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. So when you hit the ball, Joan, if your paddle's pointing up, the ball's going to go up. But if your paddle's pointing, let's go, your paddle's pointing towards her, and it's going to go that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, there you go, much better. Good. All right, everybody, come on in for a second, please. Same thing, come along the two sidelines. Coach Ungala and I are going to do a demonstration. All right, so I want to talk about how you're holding your paddle. Some of you are holding your paddle way up here. If you hold your paddle way up here, let me show you what's going to happen. Right, see how high the ball is going in the air? Right? We don't want to hold our paddle up here. We want to get it all the way down here so that we can get our racket head down so that we can keep the ball low. If you look how Coach Ungala is holding her paddle, she's holding it down near the butt cap. I'm holding mine down near the butt cap. That's the best way to hold the paddle on these strokes, okay? So hold it down here, not way up here, because if you hold it up here, it's always going to pop up in the air. We don't want it to go that high. We want to keep it, this is our height marker. We want to keep it through the window. We call this a window. It goes all the way down to the other end of the court, right? So we're going to try and keep the ball through that window. That's our objective, okay? So hold the handle down here so that you can get the paddle head down. Any questions? All right. Do not do this. Somebody may have taught you to do this. If you do this, you will create tennis elbow. So learn to hold the paddle down here and wrap all of your fingers around the paddle. Okay? Huh?
Do you want to rotate? I've got a team of 6. Shall we rotate next time?
Oh yeah, I don't want to start rotations just yet, but we will be starting in a little bit. Okay. Sorry. There you go. Okay, come on in for another demonstration, please. You have a ball, coach? All right, so let's talk about how hard we hit the ball. I'm hitting the ball oops, that's terrible. Hitting the ball gently, I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it. If I start to slap it, it's going to go fast, right? I don't want to be slapping the ball, right? Think of the ball as an egg I'm trying to pass it to her without breaking the shell of the egg. So I'm giving it a push. It's a push. I'm not slapping it. If you start your racket back here, you're going to end up slapping it because you're going to have to move your racket from here all the way over here really, really quickly. So you're going to end up slapping it and cracking the egg, right? If you keep your racket close to the ball, you can hit it gently. So I keep my racket close to the ball. It's like I'm trying to catch it, right? So it's like I'm trying to catch it, and at the last second, I just give it a push. Trying to catch it, give it a push. Trying to catch it, give it a push. Trying to catch it, give it a push. All right? Let's work on that. Try and catch it, give it a push. Go. Are you guys letting people in? Okay, good. Yeah.
So they're gonna have people coming in and
Yep.
out all day. Okay,
Yep.
so the doors are unlocked.
That's fine. Did Jolene unlock them? Who unlocked them?
Well, how will they buzz them?
It's up to them.
They walked in, they just came on in.
It's open, so somebody unlocked the door?
Oh, you're at the coach.
Very good. Did you unlock the door? You didn't unlock the door, did you?
No.
Okay. Somebody said you did. I was like, I don't believe that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I know. Very good. No, that's great. Have better control now that you're pushing it, don't you? It's awesome. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. Another demonstration. Okay, so far today we've been hitting ground strokes. So we're going to demonstrate what a ground stroke is. Been hitting ground strokes. So the ball hits the ground, then she hits the ball. Ground stroke. Ground stroke, ground stroke, ground stroke. Now we're going to show you what a volley is. Volley. Oops. It's okay. You weren't expecting to have to hit me a volley. So you're going to hit me a ground stroke and then a couple of volleys. Volley. You just hit everything to me, and I'm going to alternate between ground strokes and volleys. So ground stroke, volley. Ground stroke, volley. Ground stroke, volley. Everybody see the difference? Ground stroke, volley. So there's a difference between a volley, starts with the letter V, and a rally that starts with the letter R. A volley is a ball that I hit out of the air. A rally is any time we just hit the ball back and forth across the net. Okay? So we need to know the difference between a ground stroke and a volley because there are rules that you will learn in 102 about ground strokes and volleys. Okay? So we're going to go back to our courts, and we're going to hit some ground strokes, and we're going to hit some volleys. And every time you hit a volley, I want you to say volley, just like this. Volley. Volley. Ground stroke. I'm trying to give you a volley every once in a while. Volley. Okay. Good. All right, good stuff. All right, that's what we're doing. So I want you to say volley every time you hit a volley. Almost hit a volley there, Erica. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
There you go. That's a volley. How'd it go? Maria? No. What's the name? Alexia? Alicia? Alexia. There we are. Awesome. Andrea. Volley. Volley. I want you to try to hit a volley too every once in a while. Okay? Volley. Okay, everybody, come on in for another demonstration. Come on in for another demonstration. Come on in. Okay, questions? Anybody have a question? No? That's awesome. Ah, good. I'm going to cover that right now. Okay, so a very specific rule about volleying has to do with this blue line. Everybody look at the corner. Everybody see the blue line? There's a blue line on each side. I'm not allowed to volley while any part of my body is touching the blue line or the area between the blue line and the net. Right? That would be a fault. So the point would end right there. So I can volley back here, but I can't volley in here. Right? So now we're going to learn fault. So I'm going to always hit your ground strokes. You're going to hit me volleys. And every time I volley, while I'm touching even a millimeter of blue line, you're going to call fault. Everybody in this room is going to say fault every time I commit a fault. You're watching my feet, exactly. Fault. Oh! Sorry, I looked down at my feet for a second there. Okay? Exactly. Okay, so everybody understands that concept. Now here's a tricky concept. If I hit a volley and my momentum carries me into the kitchen, that's also a fault. Oh, this area from the blue line in is called the kitchen or the no volley zone. Okay, so if I did this, oops, that would be a fault. Or if I did this, that would also be a fault. So I can't hit a volley and then step into this zone. Okay? Now, there's a lot more to this rule than that. We're not going to get into it today. The only thing I want you to understand is hitting a volley while you're in contact with this part of the playing surface is a fault. Okay, so go back and I want you to notice when your partner volleys if they commit a fault or if you yourself commit a fault, and I want you to call fault. Okay? One second. Just slow down your swing.
Okay.
If you start way back here, you're going to hit it too hard every time. Just keep it in front of you. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Try not to overshoot your dot. Try not to overshoot it. It'll happen by accident. That's fine. Volley. That was legal. I saw that. Okay. Was that okay? Was her volley okay? No, it was good though. You didn't step in the kitchen. That's good. You gotta watch two things now. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Pasquale. Okay. Tim. All right, I'm gonna bring the four of you in. I'm gonna ask you to pick up the dots and then go for a drink, and I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay? Just put them in the bin. Come on in. So I'm gonna ask you to pick up the dots, put your dots and the balls in the bin, and then I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay? Put the dots in the bin. Perfect. Thank you. Put them in the bin. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna get you to pick up the dots, put the dots and the balls in the bin, and then I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay?
Yes, it's true. I'm wearing it.
All right, so we're gonna grab a drink. Grab a drink and a bathroom break if you need one, and we're going to get going in a few minutes. We're going to start with a little conversation here. I just need a minute to get the room adjusted.
Someone asked me if the purse was okay.
Yep, good plan.
Yeah, I already bought a
It's locked now, which is awesome. Yep, it's okay. I have a key. All right, everybody. Let's go gather on this side of this sign. This sign is not normally here, but there's a gold sale on today. So, all right, questions. Questions about what we did. Questions about pickleball in general. Questions about, I don't know, your astrology forecast or astrological forecast. There must be questions.
Still working on control.
Yeah. So, 101 introduces you to control. It's difficult to learn the rules if you're having trouble controlling the ball, so you may want to take 101 again. It's an option for you, or just go practice somewhere. If you're still struggling with control, it's pretty hard to learn the rules at the same time. For some people can't. So just remember, you have the option. Don't feel pressured to go 1, 2, 3. You can go 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. You can do whatever pattern you want. Okay? And even if you finish 101 and you do 102, you can always come back to 101. And don't be afraid. Lots of people do it.
And for the rest of your pickleball life, you'll be working on your control. Really, right? No matter what level you are.
Yeah, our 400 level class, we're working on 400 level classes, which is our top classes. Guess what we work on all the time? Control. It's just control in different context, different speed, but it's still control, right? The class that I just taught, it was the 300 level class. Before you guys, we spent an hour and a half. Guess what we were working on? Control, right? And the most important advice I can give you for control is slow down. Slow down. The minute you start charging around, slashing, hacking, bolting, jumping, you're going to start to lose control of the ball. You just got to go slow. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to we've learned enough now. We have enough control that we can play what we call a kitchen game. So we're going to be playing in that between the blue line and the net. We're going to actually play a little game. So Coach Ungel and I, with Pasquale and Tim, are going to do a demonstration on center court. And we're going to demonstrate this little game. We're going to have a little serve in, and we're going to start a rally, and then the rally's going to end, and then somebody else is going to serve. We're going to play a little rally. The rally's going to end. Somebody else is going to serve. So that's the way it's going to be on 2 of the 4 courts. On the end court, you're going to be running a 5-person rotation. You won't be in, but you know how to run a 5-person rotation. So in this little segment, we're going to learn what a rally is, how a rally starts, how a rally ends. And understanding what a rally is important, because if you don't understand what a rally is, you're not going to be able to keep score. So we're not keeping score yet. We're just going to be playing rallies. Rally has a beginning and an end. Okay? And then another person serves. Okay? So go back in the room.
Person serves?
Sorry?
Random person serves?
Yes, but hang on one second. I have one more instruction before we go in the room. Okay? So we're going to go in the room. We're going to go to where we were, and we're going to just stand there. And then I'm going to rotate people. Okay? So you are going to be moving. Just go to where you were, stand there, and then I'm going to give you more instructions. Joan is going to be our anchor. Joan is not going to move, but everybody else is going to move around Joan one position. So you, sir, are going to come over here. You're going to slide down. You are going to go to that side of the net. You guys are going to slide down. Yep. All right. So we're going to take our 5th person, which is Tim. We're going to put him on the post, and you're going to be here. All right, so slide over. Good stuff. Okay, so this is going to be your 5-person rotation. All right, so remember where you are. We're going to come back there in a minute. But first, Tim and Pasquale and I and Coach Ungel are going to demonstrate a game here. All right, come on over, Tim and Pasquale. Where are they? There they are. Good. All right, Coach. Coach Underwood is going to serve. Okay, so she's going to serve into the court. Our court is defined as the blue line here. Can everybody hear me? The blue line here, the blue line there, and the two green sidelines, the very outside green sidelines. So we're calling it a serve just because it's the first shot of the little game that we're going to play. If the serve touches the blue line, just on the serve, it's going to be out. But after the serve, if it touches the blue line, it's okay. Okay? Lines are in, except on the serve. Okay? So serve, good stuff. Good stuff. Out! Okay. So they won that rally. So now somebody else is going to serve. Yeah. Out! That touched the blue line. So that's out. So somebody else is going to serve now. I'll serve. Oh, out. Who won the rally? Who won that rally? We did, right? So that would be a point for us. We're not going to count points, but that would be a point for us. Okay, so we're going to start a new rally. I think that might hit the blue line, but I missed a call. There we are. Oh, and that's out. Okay, so who won the rally? They did. Okay, so good stuff. Okay, that's what we're doing. We can stop. Awesome. That was sneaky. Yes, it has to be diagonal. Yeah. So we're going to go diagonal. So ground or volley, as long as it's not a fault. If it's a fault, that team would lose the rally.
Everybody screams fault.
Okay, so go back to where you just were, and we're going to play a little game. All right, you on this court? There you go. Thank you. Nope. Out. Pasquale, thank you for your help with that. Out. So keep your conversation to a minimum. Keep your extraneous comments to a minimum. It's really hard for them to hear in here. I just want them to focus on what we're doing, which is the rally. So it's not a criticism. I'm just teaching you how to teach the segment. So just keep your comments to a minimum. Just stick to the topic. Fault. Yeah. Very good. You gave me an opportunity. So come on in for a second. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. We had it worked out in advance. She was going to do that. All right. So keep an eye out for kitchen faults. That's what we call a kitchen fault. When you volley a ball, well, part of your foot or part of your body is touching the surface inside the kitchen. Okay. Was that out? It was out, then you got to call out. So come on in. So
Even when you return the first time, it has to be inside the blue line.
Has to be inside. If it touches the blue line on the serve, we're going to call that a fault. That's a service fault. After the serve, it can touch the blue line. That's fine. Okay. It can't be passed.
Yeah. If it goes, so we don't even, it's not allowed at all?
If it touches the ground outside of the blue line, you're going to win the point. So why would you volley it?
Oh.
right?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we want to let it hit the ground.
Okay.
Okay? And out calls are important. When you see a ball out, you have to call it out. Okay? Out. There we go. Good. Out call. Out.
Perfect. Put your hands up. All right, go.
Out. Oh, I was going to be out. Oh. Oh, going to be out. That was out.
So if the other team, are we supposed to call out for them or are they supposed to call it?
Ah, good question. I'm getting to that next. Okay. Everybody come on in, please. Come on in, please. Okay, so you guys that are on this side of me, I want you to back up onto that court for a second, okay? Awesome. Where's my hole? I gotta put this on a hole. Awesome. Okay, you guys stay there. You guys stay there. So that ball has just hit the ground. Don't say anything. This ball has just hit the ground. Is it in or is it out? Is it in or is it out? It's out? Okay, so the rule is you can only call it out if you can see space between the line and the ball. Can you see space between the line and the ball? You can't, can you? So you would have to call that ball in, right? Okay, can you see space? Sorry? Okay, yeah. So the rule is you can only call a ball out if you can see space between the line and the ball. From their perspective, they can't see any space between the line and the ball. Can you? Yeah. So come over here and look. Okay? Now let's all come in where we can hear each other. Okay. This is important because Pasquale has an obligation to call the game the way that he sees it, not the way that he wants it to be. Right? So if he sees it as out or as in, he has to call it as in. If Margaret is his partner and she sees it as out, she has the same obligation. She has to call it the way that she sees it. So she has to call it her way. They've both made the correct call as far as they can see, right? Even though factually she's right and he's wrong, right? So there are more fights about line calls in pickleball than anything else. But you have an obligation to call what you see. Not what your partner wants, what you see, even if it hurts your team, right? So if Angela and Coach Pasquale, Coach Angela and Pasquale are partners, right? And they're making calls on the ones on their side, so they're responsible for calling lines on their side of the net, and we're responsible. Robin and I are partners. We're responsible for calling balls on our side of the net. So if they disagree, so he sees it in, she sees it out, they have to make the call that benefits us. If we disagree on a call, we have to make the call that benefits them. Okay? I don't want to get too deep into the rules here, but that's an important thing. We need to call balls out if we think they're out, if we see them as out. So that's what we're going to practice for the next few minutes. We're going to go back and play our game. And we're going to call balls in and out, or out, when we think that they're out. And if two partners disagree on whether the ball is in or out, they're going to make the call that favors the other team. That's what we're going to be practicing for the next 5 minutes or so. All right? You have to call the lines on your side.
Oh, like, so if
Yeah.
I
Buddy.
hit it in
Yep.
blue when it lands, I can't say out?
No, you can't call lines on that side.
Oh,
You
okay.
can call lines on their side. Now, if you guys are unsure of a call and you want to ask them, you can ask them.
Okay.
But you have to accept their answer, even if you don't like it. If you ask, you have to accept the answer.
Okay.
Okay?
So if I serve the ball and I know I hit the ball and I know it's out, and he just continues to play, that's fine.
Yep. But if you want, you can be honest. You can say, no, that was out. He doesn't have to accept your answer because he didn't ask you.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, she hit it, I hit it, and then he called out on the side. Because it's already been played, is the call too late?
Yeah, good question. Come on in. Let's all talk about this together. So, the ball was out the second it hit the ground. Even if he hits it and calls it late, it was still out the second it hit the ground.
Yeah.
So
So
the
even
rally
if he calls
ended.
it late and we've been rallying, it's still out.
Yeah, even if the call comes
Like,
a full half second later or a full second later, it was still out when it was out. Okay? That's out. Good job predicting. Out. Good job. Yeah, but she called it out.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought it was it.
Okay, so then you would have to make the call that favors them, which is in. Yep. Out. Good. Okay, awesome. Okay, everybody, come on in for another demonstration, please. Tim and Pasquale, if you can come and be my demo partners. Tim and Pasquale, sidelines, please. Everybody on the sidelines. Tim, you're going to be my partner. Everybody else on the sidelines, off the court, please. All right. Okay, so we're going to give our game that we're playing a little more structure now. So, Coach Angela is going to serve. We're going to play a point. Oh, it went into the net. Okay, so you guys win that rally. So Coach Angela gets to serve again, but she has to do it from the other side. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we want another rally. Coach Angela gets to serve again. Out. Coach Ungala wins another rally, so she gets to serve again. This time Coach Ungala is going to lose a rally. Oh. So Coach Ungala is done serving. Now Pasquale, her partner, gets to serve. Okay, so he's going to serve. Oh, and he gets another point. So Coach Pasquale gets to serve. I mean, Coach Pasquale. Pasquale gets to serve. Oh, there we go. So Coach Pasquale lost his serve, so guess who gets to serve now? I do. This is called a...
Don't do this. Don't do that to your partner.
That's a side out. Okay? So now I get to serve, right? They've each had an opportunity to serve. They've both served until they lost a rally on their serve. So we have a side out. Ball comes over to us. Person on the right, whoever's on the right, that's me in this case, starts to serve. Oh, okay. I get a point. I get to serve. Notice how they didn't change sides, but we did. Okay. Oh, another point. Yeah.
When you're playing a kitchen game like you play, I know you can't put your foot over the line when you volley, but what if it's a ground ball?
Ground ball, you can step in the court. Yeah. It's a good question. The only time you're not allowed to have your foot on the ground in the kitchen is when you're volleying a ball or immediately after you've volleyed a ball. Right? You're allowed to have your foot in the kitchen before you volley, as long as you step out, your foot makes contact with the ground, and then you volley. You can also come into the kitchen for a ground stroke. Oops, sorry. The entire time, yeah. So that's a good question. Yeah. No, we're playing the kitchen game. This is only part of the court right now. Yeah. And we are going to back up to the white line and then to the green line before this day is over. Okay? So this is going to be the last thing we learn before our next water break. And then we're going to come back, when we come back in, we're going to be playing on the white court. Okay, so back to the serving. We would keep serving until we each lost our serve, and then we would have another side out, and it would start again on that side. Everybody understand what a side out is? So what we're going to learn now is the serve rotation and side outs. Okay, so person on the right is going to start, on that side is always going to start. You're going to keep serving until they lose a rally, then that person's going to serve, keep serving until they get a rally, then we have a side out. Ball changes sides, the other team starts to serve. Okay, so let's go back to where we were. You guys need a ball? You guys get a ball? Good. You only need one. So that person is serving. You're going to serve. Joan's going to serve. So who started serving? Perfect. Okay? So they lost the rally, so now he gets a chance to serve. Okay. Out. Okay, so Glenn lost the rally. So now that's a side out, and Andrea gets to serve. Out.
Oh, okay.
He's got the rule book in his pocket, so you got to pay attention. Is that on the line? Probably. Okay, so come on in. Anytime somebody says probably, it means they're not sure, so you can't call that out.
Okay.
Right? You know it was out? You can correct her. Yeah. So you were right above the ball. The reason you couldn't tell is you were right above it. So when you're above it, right, it looks like it's in, but he could see his face, so he knew it was out. So you're really relying on your partner to.
But you can't call it on this side, so technically it's still your serve.
Well, he's offering a correction. He's
Oh,
saying
so
he
then
made a
you're
mistake.
allowed to change it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Well, he keeps serving until he loses his point. Now, has your partner served yet? She's already served, so now it's a side out. Yep. Tricky Tim. So we don't want to say who got that point. I made a mistake. Say who won the rally.
Okay.
Because it's not a point necessarily, right? Oh, nice try. So we got it figured out? Yeah? Okay, let's play one more point. Okay, we'll play one more point. Go ahead. One more rally. Is that side out? That was side out? Okay. Awesome. One more rally. All right. Awesome. So you guys can go grab a drink. I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay. One more point. Ouch. Okay. I'll meet you guys in the lobby. Go grab a drink. Okay. Last point, and then we're going to go for a drink.
Oh, I thought you said last point.
Yeah. Last point. One more point, and then we're going to have a drink. Good stuff. Okay. Let's go get a drink.
Everybody does.
You're in good company.
And also at the end, if you guys have time, I like to get your help on setting up.
Okay, while we're drinking, we'll have a conversation in the lobby. Anybody needs to use the washroom, now is the time to do it. So we're going to be backing up we're going to be going deeper in the court. We're going to be using the white line. We're just going to be playing the same game that we've been playing, just a little further back, right? Our baseline is not going to be the blue line anymore. Our baseline is going to be the white line. So you're going to have to hit the ball a little bit further. Does anybody have any questions about any of the material that we just covered? No questions? You have a question?
So all the rules for the kitchen still apply?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. So on the serve, what happens if the serve hits the blue line? It's a service fault. Exactly. Same thing. Yep. Okay.
We're not serving to the white line then. We're still serving within.
No, you're serving past the blue line now. So we've been serving into the kitchen. Yeah. Now we're going to be serving past the blue line because we're going to be playing on a bigger court. Okay. So if it lands in the kitchen or if it lands on the blue line, it's going to be a service fault. So we want to serve it past the blue line. Okay. And then we're going to do that for about 15 minutes. And then we're going to back up to the outside green line. Once we get to the outside green line, Some of you are really going to struggle. That's normal, okay? It's a long distance. If you're struggling at the end of this class with that, I'd advise you to do 101 again, just to get a little more practice in before you do the rules. Because it's going to be hard to learn the rules if you can't get a serve in, right? And for some people, it's going to be difficult. Some people it takes a couple lessons. So don't be alarmed. It's just practice. All right, so let's go in the room and play the white court. We're going to do another rotation, so go to where you were standing and just stand there. Joan is still our anchor. So we're all going to rotate one position clockwise around Joan. So you guys are going to slide down. You guys are going to slide down this way. You're going to be right here, Robin. Good stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Joan's the anchor. She doesn't move. All right. We're going to back up now to the white line. See where the white line is? On that side, the white line is continued with tape. You see that, Angela? Okay, so there's your white line. You see that, Pasquale? And, sorry, I can't see your name. Alexia, I knew that. You see the white line there with tape, Alexia? Okay, so now we're going to serve from behind the white line past the kitchen diagonally to start our point. Okay, let's give it a shot. You're going to serve to start. Yep, I'll take the ball. Okay. So who won that rally? So you get to serve again. Yep. Beyond the blue line. Between the blue and the white. Short. So that landed inside the kitchen. That landed inside the kitchen. So you lose your serve. And now it's your turn to serve. The ball landed on this side of the blue line. Yeah, when she served it. Yeah. Oh, back up. You got to serve. There you go. You won the rally. So you get to serve again now. Yeah, you get to serve again. Good job. Everything, yeah, good.
When is the next one?
I think in 2 weeks. Yeah, they're all on the website. Okay.
I might sign up for one. You just play it out, just like you normally would.
It was in the kitchen. Oh, whoa. You okay, buddy? You guys have questions? You look puzzled.
I take me so long to learn any rules of any game.
Yep.
Just trying to figure out.
Yep.
So now they get a second.
Short. Is that a side out? Good. So that's a side out. Perfect. Nope, didn't cross the line. Short. Out. It's out. Out. Let's try. Out. Let's try. I don't know if it was out. I wasn't looking at that. What? Out.
Just whoever's in that side.
Yeah, and when the ball comes over, whoever's on the right serves first. Out. Okay. You're learning. Who served?
I did.
Yeah, so you still continue serving. Yeah, you won the point. You won the rally.
That's the part that confuses me. If you hit it when it was out, but you still get to serve on your side.
Yeah, because it was out the second it hit the ground. We'll cover that more in 102. You don't have to know that today. It'll come clear.
Doing 102 next weekend. Should I not be doing that?
No, see what happens. It's up to you. You can always retake 101 later, or you can take 101 next weekend too, if there's still room. Sorry, you can take 101 again if you want. Oh! Oops. Okay, pause. Come on in. Come on in. Everybody come on in. You can't hear me from back there. Come on in. Oh, careful. Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. We're going to back up to the green line now. But before we do that, we're going to do a little demonstration. So I'm going to get Pasquale over there with Coach Ungala. Tim, you're going to be here with me. All right. So I'm going to serve 4 different ways. All 4 of these ways are legal serves. I can bounce the ball on the ground. I can hit the... No, just hold on to it. I can hit it out of the air. Oops, that went to the wrong side. Let me try that again. I went to the wrong side. Thanks, Tim. All right. So I served it out of the air. Those were both forehands. Give me a ball. Oh. All right. I can also serve backhand off of the ground. I can serve backhand out of the air. All 4 of those are legal. I can serve those. Now there's some details about that we'll get into in 101, 102. Today I don't care about them. You can serve forehand or backhand, you can serve with a bounce, or you can serve with a volley. It's up to you. The easiest way to learn how to serve when you first start serving is to just hit it off the ground, hit a ground stroke. So, feel free to try both today. If you're a tennis player or a badminton player and you have some experience hitting volley serves, go ahead and hit a volley serve. If you want to hit it off the ground, go ahead and hit a ground serve. It doesn't matter to me. Yep. Yep. Just like what we were just doing. The only difference now is we're standing behind the green line. Yep. So it still has to be diagonal. I'm just going through that. So it has to be diagonal. So it has to go diagonally, and it has to go past the blue line. Right? Just like what we were just doing now. It's just instead of being at the white line, we're now at the green line. Everything else is exactly the same. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so we're going to try this. Some of you may struggle with the serve. You can take 101 again, or you can go on to 102, struggle through, and take a serve clinic. We have lots of serve clinics. On our website, you can sign up for a serve clinic. If you start playing pickleball and you find out that your serve isn't very good, that's okay. You can take a serve clinic. We have clinics running all the time. Okay, so don't get too hung up on it. You at least want to be able to get the serve in the court most of the time, and then you can work on it from there to make it a good serve. Okay, so let's go back. Yes, question? Oh, okay. No, that's good. Okay, so let's go back to the court that we were on and finish out the lesson from the green line. Sorry? No rotation. We're going to stick where we were. I'm going to get you to keep an eye on the door now. Because we're at quarter after. People are going to start showing up for lessons for the next lesson now. So I'll manage the 3 courts. So these guys know how to rotate now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
To a point.
Okay. So can I get the 5 of you in for a second? All right. Yeah, just give me 1 second. I need all 5 of you in.
I'm gonna leave and bring in the next class.
Yeah. So Coach Ungala has to go and get the next class ready. So I'm going to have the 5 of you. You know how to do your rotations, right?
Yeah.
The 5-person rotations? Okay, so I'm going to let you guys do your thing over here. Don't get too hung up on the rules and the points right now. We're just really learning how to serve right now for the next 10 minutes. So really focus on that, okay? I don't know whose serve it was. Okay. Out. Okay. Oh, well done. That was a great shot, Alexia. It has to land between the blue line and the back line. And the black line and the... Oh! Just get another ball. Oh! I'll take that. It's a little harder from back there, isn't it? Oh, behind the green line. You have to be behind. There we are. That's in. Well done, Rod. Well done, Andrea. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Short. Who's serve? You can say mine. Yeah. You can also say yours. Okay. You get to serve again. How'd it go, Joan? Nice try. Out. Are you guys rotating, Margaret? Are you guys rotating? Okay.
But that one was out and they kept playing.
Yeah.
So it's her serve now. Oh.
Come on in.
Yeah, no, she's doing it.
Good. Yeah, just come on in for a second. Come on in. Okay, so there was a ball out that Erica hit. It was out the second it hit the ground. Even if she hits it, it was still out when it hit the ground. Yeah, it's dead. Because it's out. Yeah. So if she hits, even if she keeps continuing playing, it was still out. Yeah, you got to yell out. Exactly. Oh, correct. Good call, Robin. Nice job, Glenn. Out! You just got frustrated. Sorry, what? Yeah, if you win, switch sides. If you win. Okay. Play the regular rules. Out! Okay, last point. Last point.
You got the point.
Yay! Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. All right, every time I teach this class, somebody leaves something behind. Please don't leave anything behind today. If you've got stuff on that shelf, get it before we leave the room. Check the room carefully before you go. If you put boots on the rack, don't forget them here. People do that a lot. So remember that. So try and take everything home with you that you got here with. If you do leave something behind, we do have a lost and found. You can come back at any time and they'll show you where the lost and found is. Okay. Any questions about what we did today? Okay. I hope you had fun. I hope you feel like you learned something. I hope you feel like you're welcome back to take as many of these classes as you want. You can take them in any order. Don't worry too much about that. I know it's tough to get into some of these classes. You can always come back and take this one again if you want. If you take 102 next and you think, boy, I really should have learned more in 101, you can go back to 101. None of that matters. So, and then there's also 103, which you'll get actual practice playing games. You get a lot of serving practice in 103. So, all right. Well, it was great to meet you all, and we'll see you next week or even tomorrow. Have an awesome day. I'm sorry? 102 starts in 15 minutes, or in about 5 minutes.
Well, no, I did 103 right after.
Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So we have to pay.
Oh, you can do that. Actually, I'll show you, introduce you to Joe. Come with me, Tim.
Never happened.
Oh.
Thank you.
So the ball is going to bounce on the ground, just under the dot before we put it back to the target. We're aiming for the dots on the outside. it.